Hi, I'm Selena. Welcome to the CoreFit lifestyle. Come do Pilates with me. This is the Super Ab Pilates workout that you can do right from home. The most important thing is that you hold the weight of your head in your hands exclusively, turning off the neck. You have to be mindful about this to get the maximum work in the abdominal muscles in the front of your body. So when you hold your head and turn off your neck, your front body is working hard to support the weight of the head. You can use a cushion behind your shoulder blades as a replacement to the ball, and you can use a book under your foot. So we're applying pressure under the right foot, holding the trunk stable and moving as slowly as possible through the move. The longer you press out your leg is the more resistance that it creates for your abdominals to have to lift it. When you're doing your rotation, make sure to remind yourself you're still holding the weight of the head. And we want to be turning with the rib cage, chest and shoulders, supporting your head, turning off your neck. Use the opposite foot to press down into your book. So you create that hamstring engagement behind the supporting leg, and it turns off your hip flexor, so you get more work focused on the abdominals. Longest leg you can find, and use the breathing. Inhale to come back. Exhale to connect the chest to the pubic bone down the front line. On the rotations, think of the opposite armpit reaching for the opposite knee. Turn with the shoulders, chest and rib cage. We're keeping the body flexed, so don't drop the head. And on the inhale, reach the leg as long as you can, holding the weight of the head. Still working. Keep the concentration on holding the block. The grip engages your inner thighs. Also stabilizes the pelvis, so you have to use your abdominals, the obliques specifically, for the rotation. Even the muscles in your back that wrap are working. These Pilates exercises work 360 degrees around your entire trunk. So you'll see the tone all the way around your center developing. Here we have longest legs we can find, and the opposite armpit to the opposite knee. The slower you work through, the better. And use the breathing. Opening up the chest, allowing the elbows and the head to fall to the floor for your relief, but not for long. Okay, so we're going to use the book behind the back of the knees. The more you press it is the more resistance it creates against the abdominals having to lift the pelvis. It's more weight. So squeeze tight on your book. Keep your pelvis lifted as you do your rotations from right to left. Keeping the shoulders anchored. Think about the results that you'll see in 2 weeks. There is no muscle in your trunk that is not working here. We're keeping the opposite shoulder anchored on the floor. and your focus is on inhaling as you drop your legs, pull the breath down into the lower belly, and exhaling as you pick up the pelvis to move across the body. Now we'll be using your cushion as a pillow, literally. Keep the weight of your head on the pillow. The most important component of this is mindful. Keep your neck turned off. Focus on the breathing. Move slow. We're keeping the weight of the head on the ball, working deep core, deep transverse, and all the muscles on top. Engaging the inner thighs. Think of your sit bones pulling together. We're lifting pelvis and chest. And we're elongating the legs, creating a lever effect, increasing the resistance that your abdominals need to use to carry the weight of the long lever. Keep the weight of the head in the hands and keep those shoulders off the ground. Here we're going to push into the shins and press the shins against the hands, equal. Inhale deep into the lower belly on the extension, tuck, curl. Inhale deep. Exhale, pull together and press. Pulling in with the hands and out with the shins, equal pressure. Deep inhale and tight. Connect the chest to the pubic bone. Press and pull, moving slowly until you're upright. We're going to use the ball as a prop. Keep your elbow just under the shoulder and push deep into the hand, wrist, and forearm. And then we're going to lift. So keeping the top leg heavy, move from the top armpit and zipper it down to the top hip. We're going to keep it at an angle in the upper body, dropping the shoulders into the back so you're not loading your shoulders, holding the pelvis in place, trying not to roll back and forth. It's very intense, lifting both legs, and the squeeze on the ball creates more weight. You can give the shoulder a break by pressing down in the top arm, maintaining the shoulders in the back, connecting. This is all lower abdominal and oblique. Keep the breathing going. Pull the knees as high up to the book as you can. And we're up and down. And drive it straight into the straight legs. Continue to connect the armpit to the top hip and reach the legs as long as you can. Pushing the back of the head into the hand keeps the back of the head in line with your shoulders. So we're not straining on the neck. Pulling armpit down to hip, keep the top foot heavy. Move from the ribs. We keep a firm grip on the ball. Diagonal angle, no loading of the shoulders. Hold the pelvis in place, navel connected to the spine. And keep the legs off the ground. They're in a hover the whole time. Shoulder anchors in the back, lifting out of the bottom rib cage as if you had a fireball underneath your bottom ribs. Lower abdominal and oblique lift. Move slowly through the transition. Hold it in your center. Armpit to hip, zipper down the sideline. Use the prop above the head to drive the shoulders away from the ears, anchor them into the mat. As you lift the pelvis, you use the resistance of the cushion. So we keep the legs really straight and lift by way of the pelvis. Using the resistance of the cushion, move slowly through it.